Hello. In this video, I will just show you how the basic calendar system works in REMQ Limited, REMQ journey. So let me first share the screen. Okay. So you're seeing the screen, right? On the left is me, yeah, as the company, REMQ.net. So on the right is Ganga. Okay. So right now, if you look at the calendars, on the left, I have REMQ main calendar. On the right, Ganga doesn't have the calendar. Okay? And there is no entry for tomorrow in her. Okay. Now, if I want to invite Ganga to one of the meetings, the first thing I'll do is give Ganga access to the meeting. So the way I do it is here, if you see, Ganga doesn't have access already. Okay. That is Ganga's REMQ net address. This is Ganga's personal address. So let us give Ganga access. So I'll say add people, and then I'll say Ganga at gmail.com. And I'll give her access to only C events. That's what I generally give to everybody. Let's say, and send. So when I do that, Ganga will get an email. You would have got an email from power@rmq.net has shared a calendar with you. At this point, you can say add this calendar. So when you do that, you get a message like that. When you add, the calendar is added. Now you can see my calendar or REMQ journey calendar, and you can see all the meetings. Yeah, but you won't have. You probably you will not have. That's Wednesday. If we look at the Thursday, you're not invited here yet. Yeah, you're not yet invited. You can see who's invited because you have access to the calendar. You can see everything, but you are not actually invited. So you can't say RSVP yes, no, or anything. You actually need an invitation for that meeting. You know there is a meeting is happening. All these people are invited because I've given you access to see everything. So now what I will do is, for example, tomorrow's meeting at in the morning, right? So if I open that event and then I say edit, and then here I am calling Ganga for an event. Although she's access to calendar, she is not invited. Now I'm inviting her at this point. I'll say Ganga Power, and then one more guest is added. If I say save, I'm only doing it for this event because I'm just showing you. I'll say okay. It'll ask you, would you like to send the invitation emails to the new calendar guest? With the new guest, I'll say yes. And I'll say guest from outside your organization. Because Ganga, it's not remq.net, I get that one. I say invite all guests. Yeah. So when I do that, you may get an email, you may not get an email, depending on what we have done. Here I said email is sent, so that's why you're receiving this email. That's why sometimes you see an email is received and sometimes you don't see. And some of you will say yes, maybe no here. Yeah. But because I'm saying you won't get the email every time, depending on how I've sent it, always go here. So for tomorrow's meeting, if you click here now, you should have an option to say yes, no. Okay, you still don't have it. Oh,
I
okay,
can see.
sorry. You're seeing this invite on the left. You're seeing this on the left. This is your own calendar. That is REMQ's calendar. Yeah. You get a copy of that in yours because I've invited. If I had invited you to these ones, you would have seen those also here, right? Now you go to that one. Now you have the option to say whether you want to come or not come or maybe, right? Here, supposing you say yes, yeah, then it becomes I will get an RSVP. So if I see here, it'll show me Ganga Pawar has done RSVP. Yes, so that's how it shows me. Okay. Supposing you later decide you can't come, if you say no, it'll get crossed out like that. Okay. Now, if I open here, it should show me that Ganga has said no. Okay. So this should still remain in yours, but crossed out. Supposing again you go there and say yes. Here, I have to go there again, check in. See, again Ganga said no. Yes. Okay. So you keep doing it. So the entry has to be there for you. So if you say no again, it gets cancelled. But the entry has to be there. Okay. So do a refresh. That's not working. So you can't do more than one. Then that means if you do multiple times, then it get confused. It'll take some time, but it'll get arranged. See, finally it's become. Sometimes it takes a bit, but then ultimately it's adjusted to say no. Ganga is not coming. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
So now you know what I've here shown is that what happens when I send you the ability to see the calendar for the first time. So when I send the ability to send the invitation for the first time, you can start seeing the events. Just because you're seeing the event doesn't mean you're invited. I need to send a separate invitation. And when I send an invitation, there are two things that you can do. Either you can say yes in the email, or you can do on the calendar. But yes in the email may or may not be sent, right? Depends on what I have done for that particular meeting. If I say don't send an email, you won't get an email. That's why I always insist that you have to go to the calendar. You know which meetings you're attending, go to that calendar. And from there, if you don't want to go, all you need to say is you don't want to go. Yes. And then if you want to go, you say yes, I'll be say no. That's all. I hope that helps you. Go through this video. If you have any questions, always can come back. Yeah, but please see this 2 or 3 times because I've gone through this process several times now. Okay. Hope to see you at a later meeting. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Let me